Let's take a live look right now over the beautiful city of Everett. There's a chance that parts of western Washington could push towards, get this, 90 degrees this weekend. 90. Crazy to think it was so cold a week ago and 90 this weekend.
Things change just like that, yeah. I mean, it's the weather that we have here in western Washington. And it seems like we have completely forgotten about transitional seasons here. But it is going to be a hot weekend. This is going to be the first heat wave of 2023. And we're going to start it up on Saturday. This is a first alert weather event, and that will last through Monday throughout the afternoon there, where we could see highs possibly around those mid 80s to even a few spots getting into the low 90s. And that could include a few daily records to go along with that. And most spots here in the lowlands, we're talking about Puget Sound, Kitsap Peninsula, the coast even, and parts of southwest interior, maybe even more southwest interior, picking up on some of these really high temperatures. Now, things haven't really changed yet. We're still seeing that wind direction coming more from the west off of the Pacific Ocean, so that's going to keep our temperatures fairly comfortable. But once we start to see this coming from more of the east out and over the Cascades, that's when we're really going to crank things up as far as the heat, and we expect that especially on Sunday and Monday. Poulsbo right now, you can see the skies are clear, beautiful, but we've been seeing more of this the past few days. Just some of those puffy cumulus clouds over the mountains there and also over the Cascades. Temperatures right now are pretty comfortable. We're back up in the mid 70s in Bremerton, 74 in Renton, mid 70s around Olympia, but at 76 there. Puyallup, we're sitting at 75. A bit cooler farther north around Everett, but still, again, right around that 70-degree mark at 68 degrees. Shower activity has been a lot less here this afternoon over the mountains, and that's because high pressure is beginning to move on in, and that's going to keep a lot of the shower activity almost non-existent as we go throughout the next few days. Excessive heat watch already out ahead of this heat event for us, starting up at 2 p.m. on Saturday, lasting until 5 p.m. on Monday. We're talking about those temperatures again, mid 80s to low 90s, and really areas interior parts of Grays Harbor County, Thurston County. We're talking more about Mason County too, as well as interior parts in more of southern Pierce County is where we see the best likelihood of maybe seeing some of those 90s. So all of this coming together with high pressure moving in from the south, and that's going to be right overhead as we go into late tomorrow night and definitely for more of Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. And those are going to be the days that we keep an eye out for some of those possible daily record highs. Now, we have trimmed back some of the high temperatures, especially on Monday, because the models are starting to cool down a little bit. Plus, we have extra clouds that are starting to develop and possibility of storms for our Monday forecast. So going from more of the upper 80s and low 90s down to about 87 degrees. Still a good chance that we do set the daily record there, which is at 85 back in 2007. But just comes to show you, we have a long stretch of some really warm temperatures for this time of the year. And it doesn't end there. Even though we do cool down, we're still going to stay mainly in the 80s as we go deeper on into next week. So there's that first alert weather event starting up on Saturday, lasting all the way through Monday. We'll see temperatures fall back down into the low 80s on Tuesday. A few storms possible then, but much drier and still kind of warm next Wednesday and Thursday.